Hey guys, this is Ray with PhoneArena and you're watching our video preview of the Samsung Galaxy Tab 7.7. Of course, this is the successor to Samsung's original Galaxy Tab, which was also its first tablet ever. Probably the most significant advancement that the company has made is to include the Android 3.2 Honeycomb operating system instead of Froyo or Gingerbread, which we saw on the original Galaxy Tab. As the name implies, the Samsung Galaxy Tab 7.7 has a 7.7-inch screen, which is slightly bigger than what its predecessor had, and it actually makes the whole experience a bit easier on the eyes. Plus, it features that pretty good resolution of 800 by 1280 pixels, which provides for some pretty crisp and clear small text and details to be visible on the screen. What is most interesting about this display, though, is that it features the Super AMOLED Plus screen technology, which is a first for a tablet. What this technology does is to provide for some very saturated colors, incredibly deep contrast levels, and last but not least, some pretty good viewing angles, although with higher angles there is still some color loss. Thankfully, the Samsung Galaxy Tab 7.7 hasn't grown too much compared to last year's model, even though it packs this slightly bigger display. But what we really appreciate about this design is its ultra-thin profile at only 0.31 inches or 7.9 millimeters. In addition, the tablet is very lightweight at only 11.82 ounce or 335 grams. But the good stuff doesn't end here, as Samsung has utilized some higher quality materials compared to what we are used to from its products, with this brushed aluminum back cover. Once again, you have to charge your Galaxy Tab using Samsung's proprietary charger port, which we see in its tablets. Around the device we have a 3.5mm headset jack. On the right side we have the power key, volume rocker, and an infrared port, which isn't the most needed stuff on a tablet, but it doesn't hurt having it. And on the left side of the device we have this micro SD card slot. When it comes to cameras, on the back we're greeted to a 3-megapixel shooter with an LED flash, and on the front we have a 2-megapixel camera. Okay, so now turning our attention to the software part of our preview, we can see that the Samsung Galaxy Tab runs Honeycomb 3.2, which is a great improvement over last year's Galaxy Tab, which used Froyo and later Gingerbread. So those of you who have used last year's product should know that with this one here the tablet experience will be much better. On top of Honeycomb, Samsung has layered its TouchWiz UX interface, which makes the tablet seem a bit more approachable, whereas you know that the stock Honeycomb UI is not really a product for the mass audience. Moreover, Samsung's TouchWiz interface adds some additional widgets, the ability to resize widgets, and also these mini apps here, which can be brought up from everywhere around the interface of the device. They can be moved around like that. We don't see a really great value with these apps, but we're fine with them being here as long as they do not cause lagginess or slowdowns. Other areas of the device are also customized, like the Contacts app, for example. Of course, everything is tablet optimized, or the calendar. The QWERTY keyboard on the device is usable, but since the display is only 7.7 inches, typing with both hands won't be comfortable at all. Instead, we recommend that you use the portrait QWERTY, typing like with your thumbs, like on a standard smartphone, you know, and this way typing is convenient. Plus, when you factor in the lightweight of the device, we are sure that using the Galaxy Tab 7.7 for writing text won't be really that much of a problem if you stick to using the Portrait QWERTY keyboard. Having a highly functional browser is of utmost importance for a tablet, and as you can see, the one on the Galaxy Tab 7.7 performs admirably. As you can see, scrolling is very smooth. You can do pinch to zoom gestures like that flawlessly. You can pan the page while doing pinch to zoom for a greater control. You can also do double tap zooming, which isn't very adequate. But we are happy to see that flash support on the Galaxy Tab is indeed flawless, with thanks of course to its 1.4 GHz dual-core chipset. The Samsung Galaxy Tab 7.7 Super AMOLED Plus display is best utilized when viewing images or video. As you know, as we said, it has these brilliant, very saturated colors and great deep contrast levels. As you can see, there isn't any difference between this black area here and the black border of the display, which makes the images really come to life with this display. You can use the Galaxy Tab 7.7's 3 megapixel camera with this pretty simple interface here. However, it does pack some options here for you to, if you want to tweak your shots. We took a few test samples, but still, this is a prototype, so we wouldn't really comment on their quality yet. In addition, you have the ability to shoot 720p video. Overall, the Samsung Galaxy Tab 7.7 is a great improvement over last year's Galaxy Tab in a number of ways. First of all, it has this slightly bigger and much higher quality display. In addition, it has this ultra thin profile, higher quality materials, faster processor, and what is most important is that it uses the tablet optimized Honeycomb operating system. Plus, Samsung's TouchWiz user interface makes the device seem a bit friendlier, whereas the stock Honeycomb UI, you know, is slightly more of a niche product. We expect this to appeal to a broader audience. But as you know, this isn't a final product yet, and the Samsung Galaxy Tab 7.7 has yet to hit the market, so Samsung still has to be quick to release this device. And this time we hope that the price will be right. But right now we're optimistic about the future of the Samsung Galaxy Tab 7.7. This was Ray with PhoneArena. For more details, check us out at PhoneArena.com.